Hello, this is Vladimir from We Design Motion. Today we are going to create this sci-fi text animation with cool displacements and mystic lighting. Let's begin. I'll create a new composition and call it text per com. Add a text layer. Put it in the center. Go to the animation menu and add a wiggly selector. We won't adjust it much, just add an opacity parameter and set it to 50. Now the text has a bit of blinking. Select the text layer, go to the animation menu and add an opacity animator. Set it to 0. Now open up the range selector area and animate the offset from -100 to 100. Let's make it 50 frames long. Next, go to the advanced section and set the shape to ramp up. Ease low to -100 and randomize the order. So far, so good. Drag and drop the text per comp into a new composition. Let's rename it. I'll add a dark purple background and put it on the bottom. Just like that. Let's rename it to background. Duplicate the background layer and rename it to noise map. Go to Effect, Noise, and add a fractal noise effect. Set the contrast to 150 and the brightness to 25. Turn off uniform scaling and set the width really high, up to 10,000, and the height to 40. We want it to be animated, so Alt-click on the evolution stopwatch and type time multiply 200. Now it has cool procedural animation. Rename the text layer. Add a fill effect. And set it to black. Next, add a drop shadow effect. Let's make it purple. Set the opacity to 100, direction to 0, distance to 8 and softness to 20. Duplicate the effect and change the color to cyan. Change the direction to 180 as well. Let's blur it a bit. Add a fastbox blur and make it 12. Set the blending mode to add. Next, duplicate the glow layer and increase the shadow distance up to 16. And blur to 50. Duplicate once more. And now decrease the shadow distance down to 2 and softness down to 4. I'll also decrease the blur down to 1 to get that glowing neon lines. Duplicate the glow layer again, rename it to text. Delete all the effects, just leave the fill. Let's make it almost white. Set the blending mode to normal. Add an adjustment layer. Let's call it Displacement. Add a displacement map effect. And set the noise map layer as the map. Set the horizontal displacement to 0 and vertical to 45. Looks good. There is a black edge visible on the bottom. I'll add a motion tile effect to fix it. Put it before the displacement map. Turn mirror edges on and set the height to 120. Great. Duplicate the background layer. Put it on top and call it light. Add a circle effect. Make the radius really big, like 960, and feather as well. I'll set it to 1100. Use the purple shadow color as the circle color. I'll just copy it from the glow layer. Set the opacity to 50. Alt-click on the stopwatch and add an expression. Wiggle parenthesis 2,50. Now the light will be blinking a bit. Set the circle blending mode to normal. And put it very high, to -1620. Let it pulsate a bit on top. Looking good. Duplicate the circle effect. Set the color to cyan. I'll copy it from the shadow effect again. and put it down to 2700. Set the light layer to add. Duplicate the noise map layer and call it Blur Map. Set the fractal noise contrast to 300 and brightness to -50. Let's turn it on to see how it looks. Turn on uniform scaling and set the scale to 250. Finally, let's add some blur. I'll make it 30. Turn the layer off. Create a copy of the displacement layer. Put it on top. Let's call it FX. Delete motion tile and displacement, and add a camera lens blur effect. Set it to 25 and choose pentagon as a shape. Set the blur map layer as a map. Now we got some nice blurred spots around the screen. Great. Let's add some contrast. I'll add a curves effect and make a slight S-curve. Just like that. Next, add a glow effect. Set the radius to 100 and the intensity to 0.25. I have a piece of particles footage. You'll find more in the project zip. The link is in the description. Add it just under the light layer. Scale it down to fit the screen. And set the blending to add. Add camera lens blur. And set it to 35, pentagon as a shape. Darken it with curves so that the particles pop up just a little. Add a tint effect and use the purple shadow color from the glow layers. I'll just copy it again. Let's adjust the curves, make it a bit brighter. Duplicate the particles layer and offset it on the timeline. Set the blur to 50 and change the tint color to cyan. Duplicate the FX layer. Let's call it Aberrations. Delete the effects. And add a 3D glasses effect. Select the Aberrations layer for both left and right views. Set the 3D view to balanced colored red-blue. Increase the convergence up to 2 and lower the balance down to 4. Finally, let's add some noise for a more cinematic feel. Set it to 4. Let's see how it is looking. Looks awesome. Feel free to adjust the settings, like displacement direction or color, and make tweaks to get unique results. Hit the like button if this was helpful, and don't forget to subscribe for more videos. Thanks for watching and happy editing. See you soon.